Welcome to Otley Music Festival Online. I've come up onto Surprise View at the top of Otley Chevin in the hope that those of you who are watching from further afield might get a better idea of just where we are. So let's go and have a look around. For me, the Chevin is far more than the hill I walk up with my dogs every morning. It's also a significant divide between the huge conurbations of West Yorkshire to the south and the far more rural hills and dales to the north. Looking to the southwest, you can see the northern outskirts of Bradford. Then a bit further round to the west, you can see the moors above Keighley, which is really Bronte country. Then to the southeast is the huge conurbation of Leeds, and the centre's about 10 miles from the top of the Chevin. In contrast, immediately to the north of the Chevin lies Wharfdale. Looking down Wharfdale to the east, it opens out into the Vale of York, and on a clear day you can even see York Minster, and then beyond there to the North York Moors. There's the local landmark of Armscliffe Crag. And behind those hills is the spa town of Harrogate. Looking west up Wharfdale, you're looking towards Ilkley, and then beyond there to the Yorkshire Dales National Park boundary in about 10 miles. If all of this looks familiar, perhaps it should, because this is actually Emmerdale country, and the original Emmerdale farm was just about 2 or 3 miles northeast of Otley, and now the new set is just a few miles to the east of here. In fact, town scenes in both Emmerdale and the earlier Heartbeat were filmed in Otley. And there is Otley itself, a market town with a population of around 14,000 and voted by The Guardian as one of the best places to live in Britain. And there you can see Otley Parish Church, which is where we were going to hold our music festival on the 12th and 13th of June this year. And there you can see just how much the Chevin dominates the town of Otley. And it's that divide that's so important because it allows the town to have its own identity and character. And there's the church from street level. Parts of the building actually date back to Norman times. It's a beautiful building inside. But sadly, like so many places at the moment, the doors have had to remain closed. Which is why our music festival has now had to move online. So why a music festival anyway? Well, Otley has a wonderful community spirit about it. In fact, to me it's always seemed a bit like a large village where you seem to know everyone that you meet. It also seems to have more than its fair share of musicians, and being a musician myself, as well as a brewer of beer, I've been able to combine the two. Since 2001, I've been helping to organise a charity beer festival on behalf of Otley Parish Church, and over the years it's raised well over £100,000 for local good causes. I've organised the music at the beer festival for many years. But then more recently, I started running open mics, first at the Horse and Farrier pub, and then at Ottersley. I've been amazed at the talent of the musicians in Otley, and really touched by the fact that most of them seem to do it for the love of it rather than to make money. And in the process, they contribute so much to the local community. I set up Otley Music Festival to showcase this wonderful talent and all the camaraderie on a larger stage. We were obviously crestfallen when the original festival couldn't take place. However, undaunted, we've decided to go online instead. So now we're going to be featuring 4 or 5 video performances every month. At the same time, we would like to raise some money for good causes. Details of these are available on our website. And if you can afford it, I hope you'll consider making a contribution via our fundraiser at GoFundMe. Well, welcome back to a rather damp Otley Shevin on the eve of the festival. And at this point, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of our performers for the huge amount of time and effort I know that they put into making their videos. It's a really fiddly process, especially when you're dealing with musicians across multiple locations. But having now seen them all, I know they're absolutely wonderful and you're in for a real treat. But of course, this is just the start. Please keep coming back often, because in the months ahead there will be plenty more video performances from other musicians. And I do hope that if you can possibly afford it, you'll consider making a donation to our good causes via the GoFundMe link. And finally, let's hope that in the not too distant future, we can all meet up together in Otley Parish Church for a real Otley Music Festival. Thanks.